Hey everybody, this is Meredith with Let's Go Canine Training, and I got Miss Maggie here, and I'm showing you how to be able to handle your dog, touch your dog all over so they get used to being handled, so they're not going to be freaked out when they have to go to the vet, the groomers, getting their nails done, having someone else be able to handle them. So they're really going to get used to it instead of freak out and be over anxious and nervous or possibly bite when having to be handled. So hopefully this kind of helps. So some things that you can do would be grabbing their paw, going in between their pads, touch in between their pads, hold their paw out. That way, when you get ready to do a nail trim with them, they're not going to fight you so much. They're going to be used to you holding their paws and going in between their pads in case you have to hold a pad out to cut their nails. Other things are grabbing their ears, pulling at their ears. Pretend like you're looking at their ears and pulling them back, putting their face up to the side, gently down motion, opening their mouth, getting them used to that, grabbing the other paw, going in between the pads, really holding it, getting them used to that, grabbing their tail, pretending like you're restraining them, like this. And just touching them all over, scruffing them, scruff their neck. Again, just hold their mouth, hold their ears, pulling their tail a little bit, put their feet back like that, getting them just used to being touched all over, including their paws. So that way they get used to being restrained and handled and touched. So they're not going to freak out if you grab their paw to do a nail trim. They're not going to freak out if you have to look at their teeth. You're not going to get freaked out if you have to look into their ears. As they grow into adulthood, you're going to have an easier time. And having multiple people handle them is even better. Now for the nails, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the paw. No. I'm going to hold the paw, you have the nail, and I'm literally going to cut. And as soon as I cut, I can say good girl. Of course, you can reward her with good every time you touch her and she allows it without mouthing you. And being able to hold the paw, cut the nail, and then say good. Now, if she tries to bite, mouth you or mouth the trimmers, you simply say no. If she tries to pull away, simply say no. Grab her arm out again, no. And then you'll go to the next paw, you'll do one cut, you can say good girl. Now you can reward with food. I would prefer their meal food, but you can do treats as well. No. And then you go to the next nail. And you clip, and you clip. And then you can reward her every time you get a nail done. So that's kind of how you can start getting her nails done and getting her used to being, getting her nails done and being able to hold her paw. It's going to be a lot easier for you if you do this daily. Of course, you don't have to trim her nails daily, but just getting her used to grabbing the paw, holding it, pretend like you're trimming, so she gets used to the trimmers, and she's going to get used to having her paw held, and then you're going to cut. So the more you do it, the better she's going to get, especially when it does come time to trim her nails again or a vet visit. It's going to be a lot easier time for the techs and the assistants and the doctors to be able to look at her and her not flip out with being restrained or touched. So of course she's not perfect today because this is her first time doing it, so of course she's going to be mouthy. I already assumed she's going to be like that. But just doing this daily with her is really going to help, and of course her owner is continuing this as she grows in adulthood and on, the better she's going to be with everything. No. So you start them young, the better they're going to get, the less freaked out they're going to be when they have to be restrained and handled. So hopefully this kind of helps, and you can do it with your dog. You can start this with a dog at an older age too. It's just the more consistent you are, the better the dog is going to get. Of course, the older the dog, a little bit more challenging it's going to be because they've already been able to kind of have those fears of being handled and touched and not used to it. Whereas a puppy is brand new, they're just learning, so it's going to be a little easier as far as them learning to not be fearful of it. So it's just a matter of being consistent no matter what, how old your dog is, and the better you do, the better they get, the more you work with them and overcome their fears and really, you know, get them used to being handled, the better that they're gonna be. So hopefully that kind of helps, and have a good day. Bye.